Mm. Oh yeah. I'm hurrying up and welcome to the stream. I just realized the time and I was like, oh, I gotta stream. They're doing maintenance at 1 a.m., 11 a.m., 1 a.m., or no, 11 to 3 PDT time. So I'm just gonna stream for a little bit. Since it's gonna be only, since realistically I'd be only a few hours, so I'll just enjoy while I can. Mm. Watermelon, lemonade. Alrighty, guys. This is where I was at yesterday. No more. Ooh, yeah, I forgot I could do this now. Get it over with. I'll do it during lunch tomorrow. I'm not gonna do it tonight. We were going to La Noskia because why? Leviathan's return. Actually, I don't want to go right now. No, I want to stay here. Come on, where's it at? Hmm. Where's it at? Where's the current game at? Oh, there's just no game going on right now. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna do the main MSQ. I can't do the Sundry Splendors yet because I have 400 something need of tokens left. I left her right about to finish the MSQ, and I was like, no, I'm gonna go gamble. You expected, pray take the lift to the command room. Yes. Alright, so I think that's what they were worried about was Leviathan's command room. Or I mean, Leviathan's return. Okay. Overall, the gang's here, Welcome, friends. I take Ishtola has apprised you of the situation. Let us waste no time then. According to our best intelligence, the Sahagin had not crystals enough to summon their god. Alas, we did not count the Serpent Ventures as far as Stanalin to supplement their cash. For our short-sightedness, we are faced with grim prospect of Leviathan's imminent return. The reason why it's all shut down. Needless to say, I'm not inclined to let the Fishbacks have their way. Even so, we speak. The Maelstrom makes ready to launch a large-scale operation to thwart the summoning, and we would welcome the Scion support in this endeavor. But if God's or our efforts should not come to naught, I will need to trouble you for more than mere support, much as I deal with Titan last walked these lands. Lady Minfilia, I am given to understand that you mean to accompany our soldiers to the front lines. I can only assume that you have sound reasons for doing so. I do, Admiral, but I would rather not be drawn on their nature. I will only say that there is something I would see with my own eyes. Is that so? Well, I am not so stubborn as to deny the wish of one whose aid I require, but precaution must be taken. I shall require that you remain by my side at all times. With that settled, let us speak of the operation. Okay. Pasquale, Maelstrom, scouts are currently reconnoitering Sahagan movements within the Sapsa spawning grounds. Upon completing their mission, they will return to the operation staging point at Camp Skull Valley. I want you to make the way there forthwith, that you might be apprised of the latest intelligence. Commander Falcabrida has charge of the garrison. Skull Valley? Don't mind that if I do, comrade. Was den Payar. Any of my buddy old pals online tonight? I doubt it. Caught it. Let's go. Let's go, Chucky. Chucky Bo. I'm admiring the game. Again, this game is nice. See if I can see that. I want to see my screen, my stream. I want to see my stream. Okay, we're chilling, Okay, let's go. Love this music. Hello, Storm Commander. There's the Stroller. There's the Gary. I'm expecting you, Scion of the Seventh Dawn. On behalf of the men and women here, I thank you for your cooperation. The safety of our citizens is paramount. With your aid, we will prevent Leviathan's return. Okay, I think it was. Ooh. Oh, wrong one. What is this? No. It's growing even more agitated by the minute. Increases spirit bond gain +3. As you may already know, Maelstrom scouts have been dispatched to reconnoiter the Sabson spawning grounds. Man, look at that sun. Though it pains me to admit it, the Maelstrom has never faced a foe the likes of this before. We proceed with all due caution. Among these things, they have orders to determine where Leviathan might emerge, assuming it comes to that. And yet their return is long overdue. I fear that all may have befallen them. For better or worse, we must ascertain their fate. It is not too much to ask. I will have you aid us in the search. My scouts ventured in Sapsa. All told, they're here. Take this flask of restorative to 10 those who may have been wounded. No, it pains me to even consider the notion. If they have perished, circumstances permitting, I ask you to recover their bodies. By no means venture too deep into enemy territory. However, we can ill afford to lose you at this junction. Okay, back. Wait a minute, I gotta go. I should have done this earlier. Repair? Anything to repair? Nothing to repair? Okay, cool. Chocobo. Why am I supposed to go through here? I feel like I don't think I've ever been here. Okay, no, I didn't have to. I kind of want to experience this stuff. Ooh. I want to see what you have to offer. How dare you? Oh, these get stunned too? Nice. Oh, bam. Oh, bam. I wanna walk. I wanna walk. I wanna walk. Oops. I don't want the fate. I don't want the fate. I don't want the fate. Where's the storm private? Where's the wounded storm private? Get away from me. Okay, fine. Fine, you wanted it, you get it. You made me mad. I didn't even want to fight. Oh, I'm blind. Hello, Storm Private. Help somebody of all times to forget the restorative. Thank you, I owe you my life. We were ambushed by a serpent reavers, lightly armed as we are. We didn't stand a chance. I was able to flee this far, but the others were captured. They are taking the serpent's tongue, I'm certain of it. I can make my own way back to camp, but I fear the worst for my comrades. Save them, I beg you. Okay, that's a goal. Let's do it. Let's save the comrades. And we're gonna walk. The only thing I have been through here. Go. I want to run. This is fine. Yeah, that was fun. What? Are we doing something? Okay. He's fighting the fight now? Oh my gosh, dude, you just started a riot. Okay. Oh, I did it. Nice. It's easy. It's easy. It's easy. Damn, I almost level 55. Here we go. Nice. Dang, I have XP. Oh, I gotta see Soldier's Corpse. Let's get them. Oh, they're dead. And we just carry them back to home. How sad. I'm not just gonna walk back. Chocobo back? Yeah, Chocobo back. Oh yeah. I'm flying back, dude. Let's see, I'm almost here. Skull Valley, where we're gonna meet up. Hey, Chocobo. You returned. Thank the navigator. When I learned that you went to the Serpent's Tongue by yourself, I feared you had been untimely demise. But tell me, what became of the others? Ugh, dude. Dear gods, these wounds were not intended to kill, but to torture and maim. Does the savagery have no bounds? Enemies or no, they go too far. I dread to think that may have become the two who remain unaccounted for. I pray that they haven't suffered the same evil fate. At the very least, one of the men came back alive, and for that I owe you my thanks. The price we paid was dear. We have the intelligence we need. Even as we speak, the Admiral finalizes the details of the operation. The war horns will sound any moment now. Be ready to sally forth when they do. Yeah. Dude, that looks legit. Draw a sword. Type. Thought Brita awaits the commencement of the operation with barely concealed rage. Thrice damned fishback bastards. I'll kill them slowly and then chase their rotten souls through all 7 hells. Peace, Commander. We are here for a purpose, and vengeance is not it. I want your mind on the task at hand, savvy. Thank you, Merlewood. My apologies, Admiral. You may count on me to keep a clear head. Good. According to our sole surviving scout, the Sahagin and their thralls have already begun to amass at the Aetherite in the depths of Sapsa. If we are to act, it must be now. The men are ready, but we await your orders, Admiral. As predicted, the Sahagin had tightened security in and around spawning grounds. A frontal assault is like to be met with fierce resistance. But we are not so artless as that, Commander. We shall divide our forces and strike them hard and fast at key locations. Remember, our ultimate objective is to take the Sapsa Aetherite and eliminate the Sahagin priest presiding over the summoning. We are not here to kill them all. The Maelstrom should engage and strike the Sahagin's legion of drowned pirates at the Serpent's Tongue. Commander, you have charge over this effort. Be mindful that the lay of hand here is devilish for attacking forces. Let the foreign levies spearheart an assault and have subsequent units fan out to cover their flanks. At the self-same moment, a diversionary squadron for the Crimson Fleet shall harry the enemy from offshore. And likewise, the Scions shall from smaller units in hopes of confusing the Sahagin defensive effort. Me, Dancred, Istrola, and Menphilia. Pasquale and Istrola, the two of you are to make your way to the site of the summoning ritual. The Admiral's diversion shall serve to defend the enemy's defenses, rendering the path less perilous. A small party, I believe, should be able to win through without drawing unwarranted attention. Dancred and Yagiri, your mission is to lure as many Sahagin as possible out of the spawning grounds. Having done so, take to your heels and circle around to join the infiltration unit to Ishtola and Pasquale. When all has been set in motion, I myself shall cut a path to the Aetherite, accompanied by Lady Menphilia as was agreed. Well, don't let me keep you, friends. To battle. Alrighty. Come, last did we fight side by side with Pasquale? Too long ago, I warrant. But come, let us away. Okay? Been a while, Istrola. Time to make haste away. Yeah. Says it should be here. Oh yeah. Going down. Let's go, let's go. Dang, some strong hits. go. Oh yeah. Get him, get him, get him. Okay, not that far, not that far. Let's go, let's go. I'm stunned. Come on. Oh yeah. That mean hit that. Let's go. Bruh. Get away from me. Jeez, you guys are disgusting. There we go. Hello, Stola. Eating. Green eye can change itself towards but a glancing blow. Come, the aetherite is close to hand. Let us press on. Their makeshift aetherite.
Damn them. They have made thralls of soldiers and civilians both.
Oh, thank you.
Did I miss much?
No. We just started.
So that is how you fight in the Far East. Mental note, pick no quarrel with Domans. But seriously, if I am to keep up, I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency.
Can't create a show off. We like it though. He thought, oh, ooh, okay. Okay, thinker. Okay.
To the Aetherite!
Okay. Yeah, we got you. That was pretty cool. That was a cool cutscene. Ah. Okay, legit. I don't know what that was. Blow their
You'll
dome
forgive me
off.
my lateness.
Oh, thank you, Marvel. He's not faithful. Dang! Okay, get it. Get it.
I've been something of a liability of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about making amends.
Long have you shriveled swordwalkers tormented our kind. But no more! Your time is at an end!
No. Wait, did they summon it?
You shall
Leviathan?
perish with salt in your wounds and sea in your lungs. Lord of the world, hearken to our plea. Lord of the world, deliver us from our misery.
Do you feel that?
I know this sensation. It's the echo.
What?
The echo?
Such power! It is transcendent!
Seven hells.
Strike me down if you will. It is futile. I have mastered the gift. I am eternal.
Bruh.
Oh, mighty Leviathan, ruler of the seas, born of waters primordial, I offer unto you this frail flesh, that you might grant your faithful servants deliverance. I beseech you, come forth!
Die, damn you!
Foolish shorewalker! You cannot kill that which is eternal!
Oh, goodness.
Heavens forfend. Damn it all!
My being ebbs away. But it should by right be infinite. Am I not immortal? Curse you, emissary! You promised me everlasting
Where did he go?
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon. Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates. Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost. For a
Already?
mercy, 'twould seem the Primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage? Unless... God save us. He means to unleash a tidal wave.
Yo, what does that mean? We going against Leviathan? Pick a normal wall of water in which Leviathan makes ready to conjure carries more destructive power than not seen in nature. Enough to raise the entire coastal settlement if this last attempt is any guide. We cannot suffer history to be repeated, yet now in the Seven Hells are we to prevent it. Okay, before we start, I'm gonna change shirts. This is too warm. Be right back. Alrighty. Though our plight cries out for action, we must take thought. So long as Leviathan remains in the open sea, is effectively beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none, and that you may be sure the Lamlaine herself would struggle to best the Lord of the World in this element in a starlight fight. He would make meat and match one of us. We need another plan, and much is plain. Let us return to Limsa and see if we cannot think of one. I shall await you in the command room. See everyone. Oh, wait. Okay. Quite a bit of people. Why is this guy like this? Dark Slayer, cyberspace. There's some pretty cool outfits these guys have. Like, I like this one here, Trinity, alright, and I like this one here. I do like this one. This one's pretty cool. Dark Slayer? What's about this one? Can't see. What's that guy jump? I got sword. Ooh, that's cool. Look at Kiba. No, I'm just here to do MSQ. These guys can have some fun. I'm gonna go MSQ. You know what? 12. What can I do for 10 minutes? It's not gonna be a long stream. I'm really tired tonight, so I'm gonna be going to bed pretty early. I got Hunt Boards for the 10. You know, Hunt Boards, Hunt Boards. Orchestra list. Nine.
There used to be a hamlet beyond South Tidegate in western Lanosha. Hearthstone, 'twas called. Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. On that occasion, the Company of Heroes put him down before he could do too much damage. But when the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Hearthstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
Dang.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
Aye, the thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood. Given the quantity of crystal stolen to feed him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnation.
Oh my gosh, it just started from crystal
If
theft. I
that
just realized.
sea demon is left to wreak havoc, what befell Hearthstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa. That cannot happen. The primal must be stopped.
No, stop it.
That was ever our objective, Admiral. But how are we to achieve it? The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the 3rd Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the Primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
I have read the reports, Master Thancred. Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges for all the good they did. 7 hells! Is there no way that we might strike back?
The Company of Heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet. But we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
Admiral, if I may.
Speak freely, Marshal.
By all accounts, Leviathan's most formidable weapon is the very sea itself. Waves and whirlpools, tides and currents, all these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe. This, in effect, is what the Company of Heroes achieved with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told. If mounted upon a ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
Of course! Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
Begging your pardon, my lady, but to give credit where it's due, This is something I heard from an old arcanist friend of mine.
It makes little difference who thought of it first, so long as it works. Beg the specifications of this device from your friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldic and Vermelis. But before we proceed any further, I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks, quite another. In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe. But I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed two ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder. By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
Mistbeard did this. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
Now, from what I have gleaned of these matters, the device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the target. To wit, we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan. This in itself will be no small feat. Ramming speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel. Suffice it to say, the task of piloting said vessel will entail considerable danger, and I would not ask it of another. I volunteer myself.
'Twill be dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse. Very well.
Very well.
Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Morabee Bay. Give priority to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait. Storm Marshal Slafirson, command of the operation is yours. I want that twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
At once, Admiral.
Stomach's going.
And then there is the small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa Lominsa rests upon your shoulders once again. Go well, warrior of light.
Yeah. You got it, boss. It's me. You got it. That's all I said. You got it, boss. Being held as gods also exists in what you call the Far East. The legend tells they walked among us in days of yore, but I confess that I never truly believed them, that I should live and behold one as humbling the horrifying in equal measure. Now that I have come face to face with the primal, I do begin to understand why the Garleans fear them so. What is it? A message, Admiral. I judge it best to be delivered at once. I'm listening. According to Yellow Jackets, a man has appeared who claims to have defeated Leviathan. One of the company of heroes. Details are yet hazy, Admiral. We have yet dispatched one of our own to question the individual. I am disinclined putting a store by this claim, and even though it be true, it is, as his daughter said, none say the company of heroes have bested Leviathan, and we know how they went about it. If this man is of their number, what could he tell us that we don't know already? Yeah, having wagered limbs of survival on 2 ships, some rope, and a pile of crystals, can we afford to ignore this man? If his testimony could yield as many manner of advantage, should we not hear it? Damn it all. The twin vessel will soon be ready. We have no time to wait for the Maelstrom report and suppose Primal Slayer's claims. Squally, seek him out and learn what he knows at the very least. It will spare you the torment of waiting for the reckoning of idleness. You got it, boss. The man you're looking for is believed to be a resident of Grave Fleet in Lower La Noscia. The sworn private sent to question him should already be in the vicinity. May your journey prove fruitful. Excuse me. Oh, thank you. Who is this? Yeah. Go, it's way over here. Just flying, I'm chilling. Farm private. Oh my gosh, is it this guy again? Now look here, you will have over bloody story right after we carried those sack of grain over the mill. But sir, that's what you said before you had me pick those oranges for you. And before I marked out the chocobo tables, but before I rolled that milestone over the mill, and I also before... Gods, man, I've worked 3 days straight without a wink of sleep. 3 days, and do you hear me complain? I suppose some of us just ain't made for rougher stuff, alright? Alright, I'll give you what you want. Never let it be said that all Trachstone ain't a generous soul. He is a generous soul, we know this. Now, prick up your ears, because I won't be repeating myself. Too modest, see? Besides, there's only so much epicness a man can take in one sentence. You can? Oh my gosh. The tale of Trachstone's epic victory over the dead primal Leviabetus. Now Leviabetus is huge, make no mistake, to give, any idea how big each of his scales is about. That's why the Christ is mean members like. That's no mean feat, let me tell you. When I fought him, I could barely see her for all the brine, but he was pelting me with, must have been lagoons worth at least. He even knocked me trusty axe out of my hands on the stage. Of course, that proved to be a grave mistake. What happened next? Well, I grabbed him by the tail and tied up the nuts, but not wanting to take all the glory for herself. I let me mates in on the company of heroes handle the rest. Like I said, I'm modest as well as heroic. Mayhap too modest now. There's some say you can never truly beat Leviabetus. We've got to learn to live with him and make the best of bad situations, not the company though. Sorry, I didn't mean it. It was just enjoying the attention is all. Take back everything I said. I say we're not doing this again, are we? I'm never part of the company of heroes. I'm no marauder. I'm actually a complete coward. I'm nothing. I'm Chocobo Dung. No, I'm the maggots you find wriggling Chocobo Dung. I had to lie to a woman to tumble him, and that don't happen much. Me member's tiny. It's pathetic. Sure as hell didn't fight Leviathan, but I have seen him with me own eyes. 'Twas a fire a few years back when I was working as a baker's hand. I was shirking me duties one day, loitering about the harbor when I saw it. A great big massive sea serpent some miles off the coast with a fleet of galleons making straight for it, cannons firing. I was so bloody scared I sold myself right there and then. What? Oh god, just remembering that day made me swallow myself all over again. Wait, if you're asking about Leviathan, it means you're planning to fight him, ain't ya? Take care, he really is trouble. Dreadful, I tell ya. If you're not careful, we'll end up in his gullet at the bottom of the sea. Oh my gosh. You wordless lying horse. I can't believe you made me handle Chocobo Dung. Oh my gosh. Were you able to learn aught to use against Leviathan? Beg your pardon, Leviathan, I see this is unfortunate. At any rate, I have tidings for you. The twin vessel is now complete. We await you at Morbite dry docks. Pray make your way here as soon as you are able. Well, there goes our useless trip. It's been about almost an hour. Let's finish this off. Teleport. Alrighty. Until your jaunt the great fleet proves fruitless, my sympathies, lad. A wager served to make your mind off the event of recent days, though. But enough of the nonsense. The moment, if truth is upon us. Twin vessel war letter I call her is complete, and she surpasses all my expectations. In addition to prodigious tonnage, she has been fitted with a platform that you and yours might maneuver freely in battle. I would mention also that this is nigh unsinkable, but I'm not one to attempt. Fate. The war leader and your crew stand ready, my friend. Just give the word and shall bear you to Leviathan. Okay? And that would be it tomorrow, I think. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. Merla, Bistola, Thancred, Mephilia, Gary, and me. And we will be hitting the Hague that's late and before maintenance, so. Thanks for watching. It's luckily 30 seconds to an hour. It's close. Anyway. I still thank you all for watching. Had a lot of fun, as always. I'm just tired. So tired today. Move my stuff real quick. I'm trying to wait for my timer to reach an hour. Come on, 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Who waved earlier? No agreement. And? Been an hour. Alright. It's bedtime. I'm gonna go sleep and then get ready for tomorrow after work. I'm streaming again. You have a great night, everybody. Thanks for watching. But, I had fun as always. Good night.